let me get to Donald Trump's response. He was out on his social media platform today. He's actually also doing another interview with Fox and, part two, I guess. He sat down with Brett Baer over at Fox, and it's pretty funny. I'm going to get to that later in the show because he just slams Fox and the ratings, which we all know about, right? We all know about that, but he really was calling balls and strikes on the ratings there and did so to Brett's face. It's interesting to me. I'm assuming that was a taped interview since we're seeing part two today. And so it's interesting to me that Fox did allow that to run. Maybe they wanted people to see that. I have no idea. But anyway, he did come out with a reaction to what we have seen here on social media, saying a sweetheart deal for Hunter and Joe as they continue their quest to get Trump, Joe's political opponent. We are now a third world country. I mean, that third world stuff, it's starting to resonate in some alarming and sort of scary ways because I was using that ages ago, actually during the actual election. You know, as we went into 2020, you had Hillary Clinton actually out on a podcast with one of her friends saying, listen, no matter what, you cannot surrender. No matter what's going on, you actually have to continue. You cannot actually concede. You have to continue fighting. So she was making this statement before the election actually happened. And I remember bringing this to you guys and saying, listen, this is kind of peculiar because we're supposed to count the votes, right? And no, Hillary was saying, nah, you're not going to concede. You're not going to concede no matter what. You know, you really have to fight on this one. And that struck me way back when as being extremely banana republic-like. And now there's just been a succession of things. And I'm not here to defend Trump. You know, look, I think his policies were absolutely spot on. I think he's a very gifted person in terms of being able to connect with people and his audience, but he comes with some baggage, shall we say, and you kind of got to know what you're signing up for, and that he can rub some people the wrong way. He can also really excite people. In the television business, they call it Q score. Like, how is somebody's Q score? And the Q score is their sort of highs and lows. And do people really love them, really hate them? And the higher your Q score, it's usually because you're like a high beta stock, right? Up and down. And the response from people is pretty significant. So he carries that with him for sure, but his policies were always really, really spot on. And so maybe in retrospect, I don't know. I don't know the particulars of the case. He's saying like it was, his socks and some gym clothes, not gym clothes. I'm putting words in his mouth because I'm pretty sure he doesn't go to the gym, but it's just personal belongings inside those 120 boxes. And so it's a sticking point there. But is he being treated the same as Hunter? It's a question people are going to continue to ask, and they rightly should. They rightly should.